Welcome back to Nagoya, Japan for continued coverage of the International Skating Union's Junior Grand Prix final. That, the IG Arena, a phenomenal new facility which hosts the skating of the best junior skaters in the world. We have just recently seen medals be decided for the men's event, and now we excitedly look ahead to the women's competition. And we are guaranteed to see some incredible skating, but particularly exciting for the IG Arena audience in Nagoya, Japan, to have 4 host nation representatives based on their success earlier in the Junior Grand Prix series. I'm Mark Conretti, and I'm very delighted to be joined by Mr. Ted Barton.
There we go. Thank you for taking over. We're rushing a little bit, but yeah, this is going to be an exciting event. Of course, the audience may be a little bit disappointed with Mei Okada not winning the men's event. Now they have a chance, of course, with 3-time world champion Mao Shimada currently in first place. But this is going to be an exciting event all the way around. And isn't it interesting that the sisters, the 2 twin sisters, the Kims from Korea, are battling it out, with the 4 Japanese skaters. It's wonderful to see the camaraderie that they have showed and shared in the practice sessions and throughout the Junior Grand Prix.
Yes, and the short program in the junior women's event was an absolute spectacle. Submarring a fall from Yu-Jae Kim, it was otherwise a stellar event with clean skates and many personal bests from 5 of the 6 women competing, as we see the judges that will be casting their opinions and deciding who will come away with the prize money and the prestige of being a Junior Grand Prix final champion. It's $6,000 for first place, $5,000, $4,000, $3,000, $2,000 and $1,000 for the bottom ranked competitor. But more than just the prize money is the pride of winning an event like this.
No question, and this is, an indication both in the men's, and actually all the junior categories, the quality of skating that is coming up. We've said this in years past, of course, Mark, the seniors are going to be well served by this junior generation. We are in the Olympic year, so there will be some retirements coming out of the senior category after the Olympic Games and after the World Championships. These juniors will not immediately perhaps take over those spots, if you will, but when you take a look at the talent, technical and creative abilities of these young athletes, the sport is in good hands.
Absolutely, and the women competing now, all 6 of them, we believe, are planning on including triple axels in the free skate upcoming, and that isn't something that can be said of the senior women competing. So certainly over the next Olympic cycle, we will be treated to seeing potentially continued advancement in this discipline.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see whether women's skating continues to develop or to grow in the technical area. They have not needed to or shown that at the point. It's been the quality of skating skills, the speed of the spins, the connection with the music. Some people have the triple axel, but when you have perhaps these 6 young women and juniors developing that, will that change the sport?
And success breeds success, and skaters rise to the demands of the requirements placed upon them. And when more of the skaters are including more valuable and difficult elements, then we find that more and more start to increase the difficulty. And perhaps heading into 2030, the skaters that are about to be entered into this arena will be including quadruple jumps like the men that took the titles in the men's event, which has just concluded.
Here we go, the women's free program. The first skater representing the Republic of Korea, Yu-Jae Kim. And what a moment for this family as the next skater from the same family, the twin sister, Yu-Seong Kim. Our first of 4 Japanese skaters, Sumika Kanazawa. Little look at the camera there. Also representing Japan, Mayuko Oka. Representing Japan, Mei Okada. And the leader after the short program, the three-time world junior champion, Mao Shimada.
And as we discuss the requirements and the expected requirements of the junior women, and I'm mentioning that the skaters are a product of their environment and the competition they find themselves in. For many of these skaters, they train together, so many of them coming from the Kanoshita Academy, and then obviously, of course, the twins from Korea training together, so they are exposed on a regular and daily basis to what others are doing, and so they are excelling in the training ring and pushing one another on a day-to-day basis. It's not that they just have to wait to be inspired by others at international events. That hotbed of competition continues in the training ring as we see Yu-Jae Kim on screen, and she, as I mentioned, the only skater to incur a fall in the short program. She will be bitterly disappointed because only a week or so ago she posted a monumentous short program score that would have actually led taken second place here. She was so hoping to be in close contention for the title. Now she has a huge amount of work to do if she is to do that.
And this might be the first junior event that we've seen at least 6 women plan the triple axel, or at least attempt them. We'll find that out over the next hour or so, but I don't remember seeing a junior competition with that many triple axels.
Yeah, the period of time when Alexandra Trusova was competing and there were so many quadruple jumps, there was a window of time with Trusova, Sherbakova.
But these were
now we've
not 6 in one competition.
Yeah, it would be interesting stat checking, but for sure the skaters on screen now all mindful and aware that they need to include triple axels to be competitive. Triple axel with a base value of 8 points, the most valued triple jump, and Yu-Seong Kim on screen now will be hoping to use that successfully to her advantage, as too will Sumika Kanazawa, the youngest of the skaters.
And perhaps, Mark, we'll see a continued rivalry amongst these 6 skaters. We see Nakata, of course, and Mikuseo, Korea. That's a rivalry we just witnessed a little earlier today. We'll witness further on in this season, and maybe that'll continue with these 6 women as well, and others around the world.
Well, yes, and I think of in the senior event currently, we have the likes of Kaori Sakamoto, and we think of Wakaba Higuchi, these amazing celebrated skaters of this generation, and how we've enjoyed seeing them come up against each other over the years. And as you rightly say, hopefully we'll see these skaters continue into the senior ranks successfully over the next cycle as well.
Take a look at Mayuko Oka from Japan, currently in 3rd place.
And for Mayuko, she did beat Mao Shimada in this portion of the competition at the Japanese Junior Nationals last week. So, you know, she perhaps has her eyes set firmly on the prize. That said, she has 6 points, 5.5 points of a deficit between her and the leader at this stage.
And some of these Japanese women, I believe, that they have 3 competitions almost back to back to back. The Junior Nationals, the Grand Prix Final, Junior Grand Prix Final, and the Senior Nationals if they place in the top 6 of juniors at the Junior National Championships.
Yes, it was previously top 6. I heard recently it may be the top 10 now, but certainly those most successful at juniors are then given an invitation to compete against the seniors. So the skater on screen now, Mei Okada, she too will be invited to compete against the seniors, where they will go up against the likes of Kaori Sakamoto and Mone Chiba, who we will see in the final event of today, the women's senior short program.
And just for the audience around the world, the stands are getting full all the way up to the top level behind us. It's a big crowd, an excited one, not only for this event, but for a number yet to come.
There, Mao Shimada, undefeated. Mao Shimada has never lost an international competition. She is utterly undefeated internationally, and that is unprecedented in the juniors and virtually unprecedented in the seniors. What she has managed to do over the past 4 seasons is beyond normal comprehension. Interesting to see her in this warm-up flitting between different jumping passes. We just saw her fall in the quadruple toe loop and then returning to triple salto, triple toe. One of the things that's been so impressive about Mao Shimada, and perhaps what has shaped this group, is that Mao Shimada has never backed off from including the triple axel and the quadruple jump in competition. Even when it hasn't been working in practice, she and the team with her coach Mei Okada have resolutely committed to that.
Or when she didn't need it. Not only, you know,
no, exactly.
Not only not working in practice, but when she didn't really need it to win, she kept on pushing herself.
Which I think is so admirable, because in years to come, the skaters won't necessarily remember the planned program content as to who won. They'll remember who won, and she could have played it much safer en route to the many titles that she has achieved. Will she on this occasion, in this warm-up, it looks like she is electing still to continue to maintain that consistency of difficulty.
I think that's just been their approach to her career, is don't back down and don't back off, because she had to stay in juniors for a long period of time. So she had to continue to improve and grow, and you don't do that by staying the same. And
she has often been asked following the events about her thoughts upon the new age criteria, because when she first won her junior world title, I think at that point in time, we had assumed that she would be able to compete in seniors at the age of 15, but through the course of this Olympic cycle, that has changed. And now, recently, she's been saying that she has relished the fact that she's been allowed to develop as a junior before going into seniors next season.
It's going to be so exciting to follow her career and the others as they move into seniors. And there is a look at our first competitor, the first of twin sisters representing the Republic of Korea, Yu-Jae Kim.
And on screen there, coach Yu-Seong Kim supports her, and her coach has just had the success of gold in the men's event. Can some of that Midas touch rub off on Yu-Jae Kim?
Well, she has a 137.17 season's best, earning that in Gdansk on the Junior Grand Prix this season. She'll skate the free program to the Lord of the Rings. From Korea, Yu-Jae Kim, who floated throughout this program. All the boxes on that screen were green with positive GOEs, adding the points to the base value. All the technical elements marked outstanding.
And total redemption for Yu-Jae Kim. As I mentioned, this short program so hugely disappointing. She was coming into this event considering a medal, and then the only skater to take a fall, and now opening the event, setting a standard that could be difficult to beat. Triple axel, the first of hopefully many, cleanly done as Yu-Seong Kim sees back-to-back happy students.
No kidding. The champion in men's, and a great start here in the women's free program. Let's take a look at some of the elements marked. The triple axel here, watch closely for the landing. Nice and clean in the system.
And here, triple Lutz, good back outside edge on takeoff. And although they are not the loftiest of jumps, Yu-Jae Kim rotates phenomenally quickly and secures clean rotation on all but one Q mark triple toe loop, which will be so helpful to the base value of this performance as we see double axel, followed up by the 1Q, the triple toe loop there, deemed to be a quarter of rotation short by the technical panel.
And you could see that sort of smile on her face of enjoyment partway or halfway through that program, because she was on fire. And you can really relax a little bit and enjoy the music, enjoy the choreography, enjoy the moment when you skate clean.
And we see Yu-Seong Kim, coach with her. She now, having done her job, will be able to sit in the leader's chair supporting her twin sister. First time twins have competed in the Junior Grand Prix final.
Well, season's best, 137.17. In Gdansk, it's a 135.36, so just a bit shy of that score, but the first skater out with a 195.38 total competition score. Her job is done. There is her sister, representing the Republic of Korea, Yu-Seong Kim.
Well, the twins often acknowledge how much confidence and comfort they seek from their sibling when they're at events, and now finally together at the Junior Grand Prix final.
Thinking of their mother and father as they watch here, skating to Titanic. Well, Mark, all I can think of is their mother and father, whether they're here or they're at home. What pride is their two daughters skate clean back to back.
And Yu-Seong Kim and Yu-Jae Kim were enrolled in skating lessons at the age of 8 in an effort to improve their health and their growth. And now they represent Korea at this stage together. And I gather the whole family moved to Gwacheon in 2019 to give them the opportunity to pursue the dream of being this successful. And what an amazing triumph it is for the family with those two back-to-back clean skates.
And the only question, will Yu-Seong move Yu-Jae off the leader's seat? We'll see.
And technically Yu-Jae, the first of the twins to compete in this event, was the more successful one this season, but Yu-Seong Kim, I think with the lead that she has in the short program, may have done enough. The content, of course, so similar. Of course, stylistically, they're the same. They've had the same education on and off the ice to get to this point. There, triple loop. I would give a little more skating skill quality to Yu-Jae. I think that Yu-Jae has got more flow and more glide than Yu-Seong, but very difficult to split the difference between the two skaters. And I think, you know, just a celebration of all the work. Their coach, Young Kyung Choi, had explained that this pair of young skaters, will rarely take a day off. They are utterly committed, and they are both very happy.
Two skaters, two triple axels, two clean programs. Great start.
And whilst Yu-Jae Kim did not achieve a personal best, Yu-Seong Kim, I think, could be en route to that. Her personal best is 133.91 at an ISU event.
And her season's best is 126, but she beats that by a lot here. A new season's best, 134.60. Now that's second in the free program to her sister, but a 199.66 as she leaps over her sister into the leader's chair. There it is. 198.66, but 195.38 for the sisters.
Well, fascinating with this next skater, Sumika Kanazawa. She will be competing at the Japanese Senior Nationals, so she had to choreograph a longer version of this pre-skate with her choreographer Caitlin Weaver. And then adding to that, they found a new track, You Can Fly, or in Japanese, Tobaru. And they, making that program, fell in love with that track so much that they changed the entire last third of this, her junior skate, just last week.
Well, Mark, maybe another clean program, maybe on the rotation on the triple axel, but other than that, another brilliant start and a brilliant young woman. Great moment. Geez, what an event.
Just wondrous. And earlier I saw Sumika Kanazawa and some of the other Japanese women in the supermarket just going about their normal business. But now here in front of thousands of Japanese fans delivering utter brilliance.
We're watching something very special.
Coach Satsuki Muramoto greets her off the ice, and the music choice is so brilliant for this young, tender 13-year-old, because the objective from she and choreographer Caitlin was to showcase charm, mischief and joy.
And there's that triple axel. That is in as downgraded, but nevertheless, graded temp, stands up on it.
Yeah, and I didn't see any fully rotated triple axels from Sumika in practice, but much like I assume for Mao Shimada, the objective of pushing the technical boundaries such that they don't play safe. And she obviously, coming here, was going to ensure she included that jump irrespective of whether or not it's fully consistent in practice.
The standard has been set on this day by the first three skaters. And does the pressure build a little bit for the next three?
Oh, yeah. Look at
the joy.
And the sincerity of it, and what was probably most endearing was that you could see a 13-year-old who almost sounded out the program facing the wrong direction in a split second, was mindful to turn to the judges.
What a great moment, not just her skate, but her delight in skating it.
And now, for Sumika, she wants to break 190 points. Her personal best total over the short and the free skate is 188. So can she achieve that goal?
It is a season's best in the free program, 129.07. That is third in the free program with a total competition score of 195.23. That is a season's best total score. She will end up at the moment at least in the third place.
That was close though.
Anxious to get started, our next competitor representing Japan, Mayuko Oka.
And like all of the first three competitors, Mayuko Oka will include a triple axel. And she also has skated though that really does transcend conventional movement patterns, some unique contemporary choreography in this, in addition to strong technical foundation too.
Season's best is 131.14. She'll start her free program skating to Some Bright Morning.
Mayuko Oka makes her way through the free skate from the very first jumping pass. The triple lutz, triple toe, though, you sensed a little more caution than that of the first three skaters that we have seen compete, and then the triple axel had the fall. So this not the stellar, sensational skate that she had at the Japanese Junior National Championships last week. So in this field, with the skates that we have seen, this will struggle to stay competitive. But for me, the best choreographic sequence of any that we have seen.
And you know, my thoughts when I watch her with the mistakes, the other elements are so brilliant. The program is brilliant. It's all there. She made some mistakes here on this day, but the quality overall is very strong with this young woman.
I do believe had Mayuko Oka delivered the clean skate as the others have thus far, she would have comfortably led the field. But in an event where everybody's skating as well as they are, it's going to be difficult. You can see the under rotation there,
yeah,
and the triple toe loop, and then heading into the big money jump, the triple axel, which she did so brilliantly at Japanese Junior Nationals. And the best quality triple axel that we've seen attempted in this event, but unfortunately the fall decimates the base value.
Yeah, kind of a hard fall too, because she sort of laid onto the ice and had to get back up quickly to catch up with the music, and that's always a bit of a challenge, and using more energy. There's the triple lutz, hands above the head, a little bit of a lean on the landing, but good flow. And the three-turn, an extension.
This is her trademark. So cool.
Yeah.
And the split jump that preceded this within her choreo
nice,
sequence was just gorgeous.
Yeah, nothing less than perfect. The athletes are going to be a little bit, especially on this day, athletes can be a little disappointed because it's such a high standard.
And now for Mayuko, as we see the leader still staying in the chair for Yu-Seong Kim, now it will be her return for redemption at Japanese Senior Nationals, but has she done enough to stick a medal place, having placed third yesterday?
Let's take a look at the score, 121.70. That's fourth in the free program with a total competition score of 189.63. That'll put her overall into fourth place, and she'll drop off the podium. There is our next skater. Final quiet, calm moments before she starts her program representing Japan, Mei Okada.
And Mei is from this area in Japan. So many people here to support Mei Okada.
125.04, season's best. She'll skate or start her program skating to Miss Saigon.
Well, what a moment from Mei Okada from the city of Nagoya. 10 of her relatives are here to support her, and an army of thousands of Japanese skating fans. She elected, unlike during the Junior Grand Prix series, to include a triple axel in her planned program content. In the quick quotes after the short program, she elected to share that. But even within that quote, she suggested she wanted to land all her other jumps. She was obviously mindful that that, as a newer, more difficult element, was less consistent. So she has done what she intended to do, secure all the other triple jumps, apart from that opening triple axel. And the coach looks satisfied too.
Well, when you look at these young skaters on the ice and this full audience, the appreciation for the efforts being put forward by these incredible athletes. As we take a look at the triple axel, watch the landing, you can see the foot under-rotated, doesn't get the free leg back in time and has to take the fall. And there's the triple flip, nice and straight and tight and strong in the air, up into the triple toe loop. Great flexibility. These spins take tremendous flexibility, of course, but strength as well, holding that blade behind you.
And this part of the choreographic sequence that's required in the free skate. You can see demonstrating continued flexibility. Interestingly though, as we watch these amazing feats from Mei Okada, we will see even greater stretch from Mao Shimada, and that will be what differentiates the top skaters.
You can see her smile grow at the end of that last note in the program, and there she is in the kiss and cry. What a brilliant event. I mean, Mark,
wonderful.
Really, and you take a look at this event, the World Championship, the Junior World Championship is going to be stellar event, no question. And plus, the future of skating with these women, it's incredible. And the next 4 years, for the next lead up to the Olympic Games, it's set. Not only with this six, but many others as well.
And for the Japanese skaters, by the time the Junior World Championships, unfortunately, unlike this, only 3 can go. So the battle within this amazing nation of skaters will continue.
Every performance counts, so important. 127.61, it is a new season's best for Mei Okada of Japan. That's 4th in the free program with a 195.82 total competition score, and that puts her on the podium. So she is thrilled. She's going to wear a medal pretty soon here with one skater to come. Mark, I don't even know what to say. There's nothing to say about this young woman. We see her taking to the ice. She's a 3-time world junior champion, of course. She's been brilliant all the time out. She has been, as you've mentioned, a little injured throughout the season, but she continues to deliver. We wish her the very best here. She'll try the triple axel to open with, followed by a quad toe.
And Mao Shimada, so wonderful in this short program. Now skating to Miracle by Sarah Brightman and Yoshiki. Well, she's won this title 3 times already. And that skate, of course, will take her 4th consecutive Junior Grand Prix final title. But more than that, she sends out confirmation as a signal that when she is age eligible to enter into the senior ranks, Mao Shimada will be a force to be reckoned with.
And no question, what surprises me is not any one element or one aspect, it's just her consistency through so many years. And you have to know that she didn't always feel perfect. She may have been injured or not feeling well on certain days, but always delivered. Maybe after a quad fall, as we saw here, but the rest of the program, simply perfect.
And as Mao Shimada leaves the ice now, heading towards her coaches, her winning streak, her undefeated international winning streak, she's just almost breaking new ground. It'll be interesting to see the statistics as to how many other skaters have had this kind of unparalleled success.
Certainly in junior, we haven't seen the consistency and the success of a young woman, at least in my time, and I'm old.
Here, the triple axel, and we have seen others landing triple axels. Mao Shimada probably didn't need it. She certainly didn't need this, the quadruple toe loop, but with an eye on the future, she continues to include it in her planned program content.
And she certainly has done it many times, just short on this day as we see a next combination. And she always carries herself so beautifully with facial expressions and choreography working perfectly with the phrasing of the music.
And, the things that separate Mao Shimada, the quality of the landing positions and the spins. The spins are arguably the best in the world in both junior and senior ranks. And she's also, got that landing position is just incredible. Beautiful. She's garnering a reputation, as Mia Hamada applauds her. The artist of this music, Yoshiki, invited her personally to a dinner show. And so she heard the track that she's performing to, performed live by an artist who has over 1 million followers. And Mao Shimada in Japan is getting a reputation nationally, even as a junior. And
not only, what a great night that would have been for her, but the feeling of responsibility to skate up to that music on a moment like this where I'm sure the artist is watching.
Now, Yu-Seong Kim has had an amazing event, rising up the standings. But
she's been on that couch a long time, but she knows she'll be moving soon. Let's take a look at the scores. She has a season best of 135.99. And this score smashes that with a 144.68. New season's best, first in the Prix, total competition score of 218.13. There is, yet again, the champion.
And yet again, Mao Shimada delivers a total score of 218 that would be very, very competitive, even with half a minute less music than the seniors have.
Somewhat very special indeed. What a great picture that is with the LED board behind.
And Mia Hamada, her coach, raises 4 fingers. 4th time she wins this event.
And she wants that 4th Junior World Championship. That'll take place, of course, in March. And Tallinn, Estonia, as we see the 2 skaters congratulate each other. Class all the way. Wow. What do you say about that event, Mark?
Well, just so exciting, and much like we see in the seniors, the way in which we saw the skaters connect at the end there, Yu-Seong Kim and Mao Shimada, not just confirmation that there is great skating to come in the seniors, but there is continued camaraderie and respect.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic to see. It's so exciting, and having been around the sport for as long as I have, a little longer than you, it's really makes you feel great that the sport is in such good hands with so many athletes, not just these 6 here, but many, many around the world. And we know that in the junior ranks, the world is the sport is expanding around the world with the inclusion of new countries joining all the time.
And hopefully, obviously this junior series has been dominated by Japanese and Korean skaters. Hopefully those junior skaters that will be heading into the Junior Grand Prix series next year are ignited with passion and motivation to put themselves amongst contention with these Japanese and Korean elite.
No question, and a moment like this is wonderful for these six, but inspiring for those sitting at home watching this and wanting to be here. And even though they may never make it, they might. It'll be the journey. It'll fuel their journey. Let's step away so we hear words from the champion.
見事優勝を決めました。まずは今のお気持ちお伝えください。
そうですね。今シーズンもこのジュニアグランプリファイナルという大きな舞台で優勝することができて本当に今嬉しい気持ちでいっぱいです。
I am very happy that this season in Junior Grand Prix Finals, this is such a huge venue, and I am very happy that I won.
This is your fourth consecutive win at the Junior Grand Prix Final. What makes you such a strong competitor? このジュニアグランプリファイナル、見事4連覇となりました。ご自身、この強さの秘訣というのはどんなところにあるとお考えですか？
そうですね。決していいだけじゃなかったんですけど、悪い時々も諦めずに最後まで滑り切るっていうところが自分の強さなんじゃないかなと思います。
Well, there are some bad times. It's never always the good times, but I never give up and I always skate until the last minutes.
And finally, please give a great message to all of our figure skating fans. 最後にですね、応援してくださった皆様にメッセージをお願いいたします。
いつも温かい応援を本当にありがとうございます。いい時も悪い時もすごく力になって最後まで頑張ることができています。私の演技で少しでも恩返しできたらいいなと思います。これからも応援よろしくお願いします。
Thank you always for the warm cheer. There are some good times and bad times, but your cheering gives me the power and energy for my skating.
Once again, your four-time champion, Mao Shimada. 皆様、島田真央選手に今一度どうぞ大きな拍手をお送りください。
Not only a wonderful skater, but so well-spoken and thoughtful in her words.
Yes, a champion in skating and a champion in love.
Yeah, incredible. What a great event that has been. Of course, we have two more events coming up, senior events. There will be a medal presentation. You can see that being set up in the back of the rink. And after we see the highlights of the top three, we'll let you continue to watch the medals being presented as we step aside for a short break.
And how wonderful for Mei Okada, a Nagoya native, winning the bronze medal in the junior women's free skate. She, despite dropping from second after the short program, obviously overwrought with emotion upon realizing that in front of her friends and family, she takes away a medal from this event.
Continuing.
Whoa, yeah, wasn't it amazing?
Yeah, it was amazing. The twin sisters, the Kim sisters, but Yu-Seong Kim from Korea skated absolutely flawless, and she climbed the ladder up into the podium and takes the silver medal back home. What a moment of pride. And I can't imagine, for the third time, I have to mention it, Mom and Dad, wherever they are, what great pride in their kids.
And there, the champion yet again, the fourth time that Japan's Mao Shimada takes the Junior Grand Prix final title, winning the short program, winning the free skate, and winning overall by almost 20 points. And that score of 218 points for Mao, the only of the 6 skaters to top the 200-point marker, could so very well be competitive in the senior ranks. And she heads from this to the Japanese Senior Nationals in 10 days' time. And next year, she'll take on the world on the senior international stage.
What a great picture that is. That concludes the coverage of the Junior Women's Free program. Up next will be the Senior Pairs Free in just about 45 minutes or so. Stay with us for the streaming of the medal presentation for the Junior Women.
ただいまより ISU グランプリファイナル国際フィギュアスケート競技大会愛知名古屋2025ジュニア女子シングルの表彰式を開始いたします。
ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final 2025 Aichi Nagoya Victory Ceremony Junior Women
第3位岡田芽衣さん日本
Third and the winner of the bronze medal from Japan Mei Okada
第2位ユソン・キムさん韓国
Second and the winner of the silver medal from the Republic of Korea Yu-Seong Kim
優勝島田真央さん日本
First and the winner of the gold medal from Japan Mao Shimada
メダルはギオルギ・エレック国際スケート連盟代表より授与されます。
Please welcome the ISU representative Mr. Georgi Elek and he will award the medals.
花束は佐伯直子日本スケート連盟副会長より贈呈されます。
And please welcome the Vice President of the Japan Skating Federation, Ms. Naoko Saiki. She will present the flowers.
入賞選手の栄誉をたたえ国旗を掲揚し、優勝選手の国歌を演奏いたします。皆様よろしければご起立の上、国旗にご注目ください。
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the national anthem of the winner.
皆様、メダリストたちにもう一度盛大な拍手をお願いいたします。
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your medalists.
以上をもちましてジュニア女子シングルの表彰式を終了いたします。
And this concludes the Junior Women's Victory Ceremony.
なおこの後ジュニア男子シングルの表彰式を行います。準備が整いますまで今しばらくお待ちください。
And the victory ceremony for junior men will commence shortly. Please stay with us.
ありがとうございます。じゃあこちらお願いします。ありがとうございます。
ただいまより ISU グランプリファイナル国際フィギュアスケート競技大会愛知名古屋2025ジュニア男子シングルの表彰式を開始いたします。
ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final 2025 Aichi Nagoya Victory Ceremony Junior Men.
第3位ルーシャス・カザネチキさんアメリカ
Third, and the winner of the bronze medal from the United States of America, Lucius Kazanetsky.
第2位中田理央さん日本
Second, and the winner of the silver medal from Japan, Ryo Nakata.
第 優勝ミンギュソさん韓国
First, and the winner of the gold medal from the Republic of Korea, Mayuko Oka.
メダルはギオルギ・エレク国際スケート連盟代表より授与されます。
Please welcome the ISU representative, Mr. Georgi Elek. He will award the medals.
花束は佐伯直子日本スケート連盟副会長より贈呈されます。
And please welcome the Vice President of the Japan Skating Federation, Ms. Naoko Saiki, who will present the flowers.
入賞選手の栄誉をたたえ国旗を掲揚し優勝選手の国歌を演奏いたします。皆様よろしければご起立の上国旗にご注目ください。
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the national anthem of the winner.
皆様、メダリストたちにもう一度盛大な拍手をお願いいたします。
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your medalists.
We're out of control together, we're rolling over and over. We down, we
以上をもちましてジュニア男子シングルの表彰式を終了いたします。
And this concludes the junior men's victory ceremony.
ただいまより整氷のため休憩いたします。次のペアフリースケーティングの競技は19時35分より開始いたします。
The pairs free skating is coming up next after a short intermission right here at the ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final 2025 IG Nagoya at the IG Arena.
Skate ファンの皆様、新しい ISU 公式アプリでいつでもどこでもイベント情報、ライブ結果、ハイライト、そしてお気に入りのスケーターの情報まで簡単にチェックできます。ぜひ ISU 公式アプリをダウンロードしてご利用ください。
皆さんこんばんは。大会アンバサダーの横井花です。皆さん楽しんでますか？ありがとうございます。先ほどまでね、ジュニアの選手の、フレッシュさもあり迫力もありな素敵な演技でしたね。ここからはなんと同じく大会アンバサダーの田中圭司君、小松原美里ちゃんが皆様のもとへインタビューに行かせていただきます。インタビューに答えていただいた方には何やらサプライズがあるそうなので、皆さんぜひ積極的にお答えいただきますと幸いです。それではお二人準備の方よろしくお願いします。
聞いてもいいよという方、アピールください。あ、ちょっとなんとチームココ、わお、びっくりしました。ちょっとこれはすいません、行くしかありません。では
大丈夫そうですか？
いいですかね、見えますか？
はい。
ちょっと